Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about 10 AI crypto projects that you could buy right now, especially even now that the market is having a major discount. Of course, you could wait a little bit to see if the market actually has a strong bounce in it before buying, but these are going to be 10 projects that I personally believe have a large move in the market once we bounce back. Now, as we have been talking about on the channel, AI is becoming a hot topic. There was a recent article that got written by CoinDesk, and we do see at Davos, crypto pushes case for decentralized AI. If you guys don't know, Davos is one of the largest events out there where all of the elites, all of the big players show up and they talk about the future and they talk about the next generation technology. AI with blockchain, it's a no-brainer. It is going to happen. This is the convergence that we need in order for us to actually adopt AI and trust it. So as we really look at AI, we look at the projects within the space that are utilizing it to disrupt real world use cases. And guess what? We just saw CNBC release an article, blockchain, the tech behind Bitcoin may have found its killer use case by keeping AI in check. And this was just recently published. And as we really look at this, this is what we have been talking about. This is what we have been addressing. AI and blockchain, it is so crucial to focus on. This is a trend that is only going to continue to heat up and become an even hotter topic than it was in 2023. So as we really look at this, you must be watching the AI sector in crypto alongside of other ones that I have been talking about on the channel. These 10 projects that I'm going to be talking about, there's a lot of high risk and there's a lot of low risk ones that I'm going to talk about. There's also some that you probably already heard about on the channel in the past. Again, these are some of the best projects out there around the AI space. I'm not going to be talking about the blue chips like Render or anything like that. Those are some great projects, but everyone knows about them at this point in time. But AI crypto is still on the move. Right now, it is having a correction on Google Trends, which means a lot of people are not looking at it. But guess what? With mainstream media hyping up AI and blockchain, I do suspect that this is going to bounce back in a very large way. And altcoins within the AI sector are going to see a ton of money flowing into them. We already are starting to see VCs investing heavily in AI crypto. So let's look at two categories. We have this category, which is top AI and big data tokens. Now, again, there's a lot of great projects here. Internet Computer, Injective, Render, The Graph, which, by the way, The Graph is going to have a mention in this video, and we're going to be talking about why. But there's a ton of other great ones on here, like Rose, Akash, Fetch, you name it. We're also going to be talking about top generative AI tokens as well. And here's where you really kind of start to see those tokens like Render and Akash being fully focused on. Again, these are blue chips. Everyone is aware of them now. We've been talking about Akash since it was under $1. So love to see that. But there's some other great ones on here that a lot of people don't talk about. We're going to be addressing them. So let's start off the full list with number one today. Today is a smaller project. In fact, it's actually not on any markets besides Uniswap. Now, this is a project that I've been following for a very long time. If you've been in the free Discord, you know that we were talking about this back in like the mid to late 2023 timeframe. This thing has not, it really didn't break out in a massive way. If you actually go look at DEX tools, yes, there is a small section of time where today was not trading at a very high price. But since then, it's just been going sideways. We've been waiting for this thing to break out. And right now, as you look at the market cap, $1.7 million. For a project this size, the team has been extremely vocal. If you go over to their X account, so it's at Today Community, they only have 2.6K followers. Guys, this is a small project, but they have been absolutely killing it. If you look at some of the stuff that they've been posting, so this is AI video. This is all powered by AI. The Today team has been building extremely incredible technology around AI. And again, they've been making a ton of noise. And they've been improving AI in terms of videos and images and things like that heavily. I love what this team is doing. They've been extremely vocal. They've been extremely loud all over X. Focus on this project because they are killing it right now. And by the way, any of the projects mentioned in this video are not sponsored, paid for, or even incentivized. These are all projects that I've done research on and I personally believe in. But like I said, today they have been killing it. It's a small team. It's a small project. Definitely do some more research into it if you guys do want to learn more, but they've been a big player in the space. Next up, Ocean. So again, I love charts like this. When you look at the chart and it's just going sideways in a nice uptrend, you want to be looking into these projects before they have their big breakout. Again, this one is sitting at fully diluted market cap of roughly about $500 and almost $70 million. Market cap right now, 228, almost $229 million. This is a project that has been around for a bit of time. Everyone was scolding me because I didn't include it in the last AI video. But as we look at Ocean, yeah, this thing is killing it. If you actually go over to their website, you can see what they're all about. Tokenized AI and data. I personally love data and even the AI space around monetization. And we're also going to be even talking about generative revenue players that are actually focused on that around AI as well. But Ocean's been killing it. If you actually look at some of their updates and look at some of the things that they are building, this is one of those players that I do believe are becoming a blue chip in the AI space. And I do think that they will be at the top of the list. But also their ecosystem. They have some great dApps on the ecosystem already that you can learn about. Again, do a little bit more research on Ocean. And I'm telling you guys right now, you're going to be looking into it and you're going to be saying, wow, I can't believe that this thing is not at $1 billion plus market cap already. Because again, there's a lot of disruptive moves being made by some of these small tier projects that a lot of people are just not looking at. Also, next up on the list, Bittenser. This is one that everyone knows about at this point. It's Tau, right? We were talking about it in the Discord before it actually had the big breakout to $100 plus. I mean, when this thing was at $50 and even sub $50, it was screaming for a major buy opportunity. Supply wise, I mean, come on, look at the supply on this thing. It's insane. But also, when we look at Bittenser, this is like an all-in-one package. It's not just about AI or anything like that. This is combining everything. Machine learning, it's fully decentralized. I mean, this is probably one of the most decentralized projects out there, by the way. But they are utilizing and they're creating a full market around AI. And it is also including incentivization and things like that. This is one of those projects that there's not a ton of information on unless you do a full deep dive in on it. If you guys do want to see a deep dive in on Bittenser and Tau, I will do that because this is one of those projects that I truly believe long term is going to be extremely valuable. Same supply as Bitcoin. A lot of people think that this is going to be the next Bitcoin because of how disruptive it actually is and how decentralized it is. This is one to definitely add to your watch list if you haven't already. I know that it's a little bit more expensive at a almost $6 billion market cap, fully diluted almost $5.5 billion. But again, like I said, you actually look at some of these players and you do a little bit of research, it will open your eyes to how valuable they will be eventually in the future. Next up on the list, Pal AI. So again, some of these smaller teams and some of these smaller projects, they are building here and they are making the noise that is needed. This thing is at about roughly a $100 million market cap, fully diluted, almost $32.5 million market cap. Again, the chart ever since breaking out back in November, it has hit the high a little bit, but just been trailing sideways. We've been waiting for this thing to make a new high yet again, over 20 plus cents. Again, it's almost a 2x from here. This is one that I think everyone should be focused on because they have been doing incredible marketing all over X. We actually looked, they joined X back in April of 2023. They have almost 50,000 followers already. They have been making the noise needed to become a top tier project. And again, they have been very vocal on what they've been building and what they've been doing. definitely focus on this project. They're killing it. They've been doing some great things around the AI space. And the team, guys, the team behind PAL is just like the Today team, where they're a smaller team, but they have been killing it. They have been putting in work. So focus on this one, especially at the market cap that it is at now. I do think that this thing is going much, much higher. Again, this is one of those projects that we did mention in the Patreon group as a gem. I don't even know when we mentioned it, but I know that it was below 10 cents. The thing has been killing it. Next up on the list, 0x0. And guys, this was in the free Discord. It's kind of crazy, but I didn't call this one. A member from the community, I am the one, he actually posted this. Let me put you guys on. This is why the free Discord is so damn valuable. He posted this thing back here in March of 2023. This thing did absolute numbers, and I don't believe that it is done. I think that this thing is going to continue to run. Right now, it's back in a major demand zone. I would argue that this thing should be focused on, at this current moment in time, sub $100 million market cap. This is another one where the team, they've been building. The best part about this is that it is an all-in-one privacy exchange with 100% of utility income distributed to 0x0 holders. That's right. If you are holding 0x0, you are going to get income back in ETH, depending on how much you are holding. This is a project that I've been following for a very long time. It is a blue chip. The team has been doing great work. And again, look at look at the engagement on some of these posts. Here's December 14th, right? 54,000 views. Look at the engagement on this. And again, this project came out around January of 2023. So in roughly a year, they've amassed over 30,000 plus followers, and they've been absolutely killing it. Definitely focus on this one for generative income through AI, because they have been doing the work, they've been putting in the work, and this is a big space to focus on as well. Generative income through AI. I do think that that's going to be a major hot topic. Next up on the list, ORI Chain. Guys, we have been following this one for a little bit of time. We've been waiting for the major sell-off around like roughly $8 in the Patreon. We got it. We finally are seeing it. Now, if we look at the all-time chart, we could see how flat this thing is. And we could also see why that like $8 range is a big one. It's actually like around like $9.40. It goes all the way back to February of 2023. We've been waiting for that level to be broken because look at the chart for this thing. This one had a rough launch. Again, if we actually look all the way back to February of 2021, that's when this thing ran. It was an early runner. It topped out then, and since then, no major return. I have been following this project because of not only the tokenomics, but also from what they are doing and from what they are actually building. You go over to their website, it's very similar to, I'm trying to think of the name for it. I'm blanking on it, but it was a data, it was a data indexer. And it was one that was getting thrown around back in 2021. It was a big player in the Web3 space. This is very similar to that. This is an AI oracle that is providing data and indexing for a lot of big projects within the space. And we can actually see what they are doing. Experience AI-driven innovation. Delve into our dynamic ecosystem of products with DeFi, NFTs, identity, collective intelligence, asset tokenization, smart healthcare, and more. And if you actually look at the ecosystem, you can see all of the big players that are tied to this. They have infrastructure, DeFi, NFT, AI, data exchanges, and all that. And again, they have some players on here that are big names in the space. But beyond that, right? And by the way, this is what I was talking about. Like if you actually look on this, like these are big players on the last three. Ocean, for an example, we just talked about Ocean. Bayot, which guess what? Just a little secret. Yes, we will be talking about Bayot in this video. And then, of course, a Star Network. But this is one that I do think everyone should be looking at because they're becoming a blue chip in this space. Again, rough time back in 2021. Had a massive run up in the market, never returned. I do think that this one is going to return in a big way. Sub $100 million market cap, fully diluted, almost $20 million in a market cap. And again, the team has been, they've been vocal. We look at some of the engagement. Here's January 19th, just recently. They got listed on the Crypto.com app, crypto.com, and 38,000 views. Engagement is pretty nice. And yeah, I mean, they have been posting quite a bit. They've been vocal. Very, like, this is what I look at. Like, if I'm looking at a project, I want to make sure that they are really transparent and they are keeping us updated and in the loop of what they are doing. But again, this is one of those players that are becoming a big name, and they're helping the Web3 space become a reality. That's the projects that I actually love to look at, even outside of AI, the ones that are helping Web3 become a thing. Also, next up on the list, numerar. So this is one that I have been following for a little bit of time as well. I don't think that enough people are really focused on numerar right now, but it is on a lot of lists. I've been trying to do a deep dive on numerar for a while now, and the reason why I haven't done one is because of time. I just have not had enough time to really look at numerar. But if we look back in time, so here's 2021. Again, a lot of these projects topped out around roughly February to like May during 2021. Right now, if we look at this chart, we had a sell-off all the way down to a significant level of demand back in June of 2022 when most altcoins did bottom out. Since then, it's just been going sideways. We've been waiting for this one to actually have a major breakout as well. Again, focus on the tokenomics of some of these AI projects. They are very, very incredible tokenomics, meaning they could move very fast when they start to break out. This one is already on a lot of T1 exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, OKX, etc. So this is one that you want to add to the watch list, especially for what they are doing and what they are becoming. This is a big player. And when we actually go over to their website, we can actually see that they are fully focused on data, and we even see predict the stock market. Now, again, we don't know if that's going to be the case, but I do love these players that are focused on data. And the big thing that you really want to look at is AI converging with data, because automated workflows, automated things around data is going to be a big focus point. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of companies, they actually want to have fully automated digital workflows. That's a thing that the enterprise sector has been focused on. And those are the types of projects that you really want to focus on, that are trying to build products for enterprises, because that's where the big money is. Now, beyond this, next up on the list is artificial liquid intelligence. This one had a rough launch. It was back in 2022. The market already topped out. It had a little bit of a nice run up. I mean, from 2.5 cents up to about roughly 13.5 cents. And we had a little bit of a wick back in February of 2023 as well, where most of the market kind of had that major bounce. And since then, we haven't really seen a large move on this one. What this project is focused on is it's exactly what its name is: artificial liquid intelligence. This is a protocol that is focused on decentralized applications, but also focused on liquidity. When we go over to their website, we could see the AI protocol. That's what this is, right? It's called the AI protocol, the property rights backbone of the generative AI economy. An ecosystem that democratizes AI, enables AI ownership, all of that stuff. If we look here, we can actually see that they are focused on monetization of AI models, AI characters, dApps, and even AI assets. Like I said, this is liquidity for the AI sector, if you will. There's a ton happening on this protocol. 150,000 plus tokenized AI assets, 300,000 plus AI characters created, 250,000 plus active monthly dApp users, 75,000 plus unique addresses, 44 million API calls on the protocol, 12 million plus AI assets volume, 2.3 million plus data sets collected, and 74,000 plus ecosystem participants. This is truly a game changer in this space. And if we actually look at the ALI utility token, we can see that this serves to regulate and coordinate participants of the AI protocol ecosystem by creating intelligent NFTs, upgrading the intelligence levels of INFTs, executing transactions between INFTs, pay for AI services with NFTs, participate in governance of the AI protocol, and enable growth hack mechanisms. Like I said, this token is the liquidity backbone of this entire protocol. So that's what I like to see in terms of token utility. I hate when you have a protocol that doesn't even utilize a token. It's like, what is the token actually here for? There's no point, right? So that's what I like to see around some of these protocols. And like I said, with this one, it is true. But you can also see the overall ecosystem, and you can even see some of the INFTs that they have. It's a great project in my opinion, and they've been very vocal. They've been giving us major updates on this. If we actually go back, we could see the market cap on this thing. I mean, sub $100 million market cap, fully diluted, almost $200 million. This is one that has a little bit more of a higher supply, 10 billion. But you got to remember that it is utilized to power the entire protocol. So you need a larger supply. Next up on the list, Veyot. So we've talked about Veyot in the past. Again, a lot of people have been focusing on the launch. Listen, this launched around May of 2021. Guys, most altcoins topped out around this time. Dogecoin, for an example. Go back to April. A large portion of the market topped out around April of 2021. Now, as we look at this project, it has had a rough time. But I do think that this one is going to bounce back in a strong way. 400 million fully tokens, total supply. Fully diluted market cap, almost $51.4 million. Market cap itself, almost $40 million. When we go over to Veyot's website, we can see that they are developing AI-driven services with even IBM. But beyond that, they have been really killing the game. I mean, when we look at the AI space, we want to see use cases like this. They actually have an AI legal assistant, AI crypto protection broker and aggregator, and then also an AI merchant sales assistant. These are huge use cases because, again, we are starting to look forward on into the future around AI. I think that a lot of these projects like Veyot are going to see a large amount of capital flowing into them because of what they are doing and what they are building. Again, when we talk about the space, right? You got to understand how early we still are in the AI space. You got to understand how fast, though, AI is reinventing the wheel. It is moving pretty quick. But I like to see projects like Veyot that already have an application out there. They already have something that is built that you can see, that you could test, and they already have this. A lot of their solutions are already out there. You could utilize them, you could tap into them, you could test them. You could even see it here, like test the AI legal assistant. They're already here. They've already made the noise. And by the way, if you want to go check out their partners and their clients list, you guys are more than welcome to. Here is their partners and their network. Again, IBM has made a major amount of noise in this space. For an example, some of the projects that we have been talking about, Stellar with XLM, Casper with CSPR, IBM is all on it, even Hedera. So IBM, they are focused on the technology behind this space. They're focused on the future around this space. So they are not just working with any random names. So definitely focus on that. Also, some of the great projects within the space, and even some of the projects that I mentioned in this video, are working with Veyot. Like, for an example, even ORI Chain. So definitely look into ORI a little bit more, do some more research before, of course, you invest any money, because this is not a video where I'm giving you guys financial advice. Don't just take my word for it. Make sure that you are doing and putting in all of the work needed in order to see if any of this is investable, because again, you should do your own research as well. But beyond that, we also have the graph. Now, the graph, like I said, with a lot of these projects that are looking flat like this, they will return in a big way, or at least most of them will. The ones that return are the ones building out solid quality projects. The graph has been around for a while, touted as the Google of blockchain back in 2021, had a major run up early on in the bull run, and then a major sell off, and it never returned back. I personally believe the graph is going to be a major player. They are an indexer for data, decentralized data. And guess what? The best part about the graph is that most of the entire crypto market is indexing their data with the graph because of the solid quality behind the graph. Focus on the graph going into this next cycle. They are tapped in on big data and even AI services. This is a blue chip. This is a blue chip. That's why I saved it for the last section of this video, because again, this one, upside potential, it's there, but is it going to be absolutely incredible? It's questionable, right? I do think that it has at least a 10x in it. It could go much higher, but I'm just saying this is a blue chip out there. You want to focus in on some blue chips as well. You want to make sure that you are diversified. The graph has been around for so long. It's been one of my earlier winners back in 2021. And I do think that's going to be a big winner in this next cycle as well. Add it to your watch list, do a little bit more research. And I'm telling you guys right now, it'll open your eyes to how big the graph is. Probably some of your favorite projects out there, maybe even coins that you're holding right now, their projects, they're tapped in on the graph. So with that in mind, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. Also, if you guys do want to go check out NordVPN, 63% off right now. Go check it out. Links down in the description below, as well as in the comments below. NordVPN, the best VPN out there, and the best part about it is that you can pay with crypto. Make sure that you are protected every step of the way. NordVPN is making sure that you are. And with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. This has been Nick. Peace out.